Well, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. This is Philemon, and hey, we're on the right save file. So everything should look basically back to what it should be for the proper challenge file. But I think as I explained a little bit in the last one, the challenge is secondary to just enjoying the story and is really just a reason for me to continue playing or to play this game again for the 5th or more times. What can I say? I enjoy it. But regardless, the thing that is needed to do now is to head on down to the Thousand Year Door. Oh, come on. Stupid email. I don't care. But yes, we're heading down to the Thousand Year Door in order to find out where our next location is that we need to go exploring. And there will be quite a few things that I will be doing kind of during the in-between of where this whole sequence starts and where it finishes, because yet again, when we leave this location, we are trapped into our next adventure until such a time as we finish it. So all the little side questy things that I want to get done have to get done now, or they're not getting done at all. Sure. Also, if you'll notice, we have the enemies in the underground who are the Koopas. That's a magic Koopa, you know, a Koopa wizard. Max HP is 7, attack is 4, and defense is 0. It'll throw a load of pain our way while using magic to help its buddies. What a creep. And when there's only one of them, it splits up into multiple copies to mess with us. Stop this thing fast or we'll be in a world of hurt. Yeah. And it's even worse when they're flying because there are very few moves that hit all flying enemies, and it can appear on a broom. So keep that in mind. But now that Bowser is taking so much more active of a step in conquering the kingdom, we see that some of his minions are starting to show up in the underground. Quite a few of his minions, not just the Goombas anymore. That's a Koopa Troll, a Koopa Troopa who protects himself with spiked armor. Max HP is 6, attack is 4, and defense is 2. And as we just saw, he can attack 2 people at the same time. If it attacks with its shell and with its head, then sometimes charges up for a fierce move. Plus, if you take too long to win, it'll call reinforcements. Yeah, sort of gnarly, huh? It's one of the worst Bowser's guys. Koopa Troopas dream of being Koopa Trolls. Hey, and by the way, what do you think Bowser's doing now, anyway? I mean, I can't take the risk. Oh, it was something good, and all the punies are gonna fly away. Oh no, they didn't. That's amazing. Normally, they're far more skittish when something like that happens. Quake should knock him on his butt. There we go. Yeah! Especially since... oh, come on. Currently Mario has... Uh-oh. There's a bomb in the audience that's about to go boom. Yeah, since Mario can't jump on them, I have the Spike Tap badge, but it doesn't really do me any good for doing a hammer challenge, because things were going to hit me with the spikes. They were going to do it anyway. Well, according to what I've read, there is exactly one enemy that this does not apply to. But I don't know how much I trust that. So, in theory, I should be able to use it on... They call them bristles. They're the ones with the spikes all over them that shoot them out when you go to walk up and attack, and they shouldn't cause any problems if you have the Spike Tap badge equipped and you try and hammer them. Again, I don't know if this is strictly true. Oh, and then this happens because I didn't take you out first. Well, that's why I have this equipped. Yeah, take that. Very frustrating, if not handled properly. But at least they give experience again, whereas the Spoonias and things in here were no longer giving it, so can thank them for that at least. And while I'm thinking about it, why don't we go on a boat ride? A little boat adventure. Because there's some fun things that we can do, and a little trick for getting something earlier than the game expects you to, that I would like to attempt to show off here. I think I've only done it once, and it is a trick, so it might take me a few tries to get it done, but I think it's pretty darn cool if you pull it off right, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Yeah, it's a good thing that the enemies can't see you while you're in boat mode, because I'm pretty sure that Magic Koopa actually has a chance at hitting you if it were to notice. Hello, friends that are far too weak for me to really be dealing with you this way, but I have to clear you out anyway. Wow. Thanks for cleansing him of all status ailments. That's so nice of you, game. Yeah, and just like I was saying, only give one experience each, so all this is doing is giving me busy work. Yay, busy work. Oh no. That was not the button I wanted to push. Well, plan B. Always have a plan B. Ooh, that was a bad plan B. And that just made it confusing. And annoying, because now I can't even super block if they miss. What a waste. See? Oh well. At least now that there's only 2 of them left, I can just take them out with the... You know what? I love Bobbery. I love having the ability to just call Bobbery out and clear out the fog. Even if he misses, like that, which would have meant that somebody else would have missed, probably. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. But just the fact that I can get rid of it in one turn is so much better than having to wait for it to clear naturally. Oh no, Bobbery took 1 damage. Let's give him some more screen time. You go, old bean. Oops. I was distracted. Sorry for letting you fall on your face. We almost done here. Yeesh. Why do there have to be so many of them? At this point, there's very few people who are going to get any experience out of these encounters. I feel like it's almost strictly here for slowing down 100% speedrun. Something like that, where one bad jump and this whole section goes out the window. See? There were still 2 more of them! Go away! Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. At least the one at the top gives a bunch of experience as opposed to these things. Alright, this one I will take out conventionally to give me just that little bit of extra FP going into the next bout, which could come in some serious handy. Let's Good thing that he does at least 3 damage coming off the... Oh no, 4! Wow. His base attack is 4. That's nice. I think that means he's got the highest base attack of anyone in the allies. Alright. So, now I can talk about the trick. Well, let's get this battle out of the way, then I'll talk about the trick. Because, as you can see, there's a shine sprite that's too high for Mario to reach without some extra upgrade. And I didn't do what I would normally do in that situation, which you've seen before, which involves revealing a hidden block that's underneath the shine sprite. So what could I possibly do in order to get over to that special block? And now we learn more about... That's a Spoonia. Its body is made up of springy discs. Yeah, made up of springy discs, but max HP is 12, attack is 7, and defense is 2. It may not look like much, but it's pretty tough. It won't come at you with anything too weird, so just hang in there, okay? Yeah, not too weird, but still does 7 damage on a hit. It takes me out in 3 hits. That's huge. Uh-oh. Okay, and then also that. Haha! Take that, sucker! Okay, then you switch off, you do this, and we'll see how far this gets me. Well, as we heard before, it's got a defense of 2, and has 2 health left, so we need the person who's got 4 attack damage. Heyo, bobbery! Yeah, so that was worth all of 13 star points, which puts me over the top in terms of a level, which, yay, I will never say no to a level, but... yeah, let's get the defense. Oop. Yeah, it puts me over the top for a level, but for most people, that's nothing. Alright. So, to even cross this gap, we need our little buddy. Now, at this point, we could get off and just send Koops over in order to pick up that defense, but if timed properly, I should... Okay, that was early. You can reach... Oh, that was also early. You can reach the shine sprite. And I just jumped off of it because I thought I was going to do the double. But that proves that it can be done. So yeah, if you want to get this one early, did the double jump because I'm being silly. Not double jump, just try and land on it. Only push A once. There we go. Yeah, so you can land on the shine sprite, and then in order to activate it, just what? I thought for sure it was just a ground pound. Okay, that was just me being silly. Oh, jeez. Now I'm making an utter fool of myself. Come on. It's not hard. How? Because you can absolutely grab it at this point. Okay, so I'm fully on top of it. Ground pound. Huh? Ooh! There's a weird idea. I don't know how well this is going to work, but... Oh, okay. I held on a little too long. Okay. Okay, that was too far, Aubrey, and I need you to land on the edge of this. Okay. So that's not the answer. did I do this? No, that's not it either. Okay, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Because you are supposed to... No, you don't go horizontal. Or, sorry, you can't come towards the camera. You can only move in what I would call the horizontal plane. If we break it up into X being from left to right, Y being up and down, and then Z being height, if for anyone who gets that. Okay. Let's do this part of it first, just to... There. Thank you. Didn't like looking at that anymore. Okay. Now, just... Remember, dum-dum, how do you get over... Or, how do you grab it? I don't know why I keep trying to do that. I know it's not going to work. I feel like I should have a double jump. It might be just my muscle memory from playing Darksiders again, where there's a part of me that believes I should have a double jump from that game. I feel like if I can get underneath, or just far enough after that jump. Yeah, because I can be pretty far down past... Yeah, I can be past center, so the trick is that you gotta jump off the side and then go back into the block a little bit. I'm doing a very bad job of demonstrating that because my thumb is trigger happy. Where it just says, do it now! Do it now! You're too late! Do it now! I will get this. Like I said, it's a trick. This is not the way that you're supposed to be getting this. I'm just trying to be fancy and I'm failing miserably, so thank you for hanging in there with me if you're still here. Oh god. I can't even make the jump now. I'm such a failure. Come on. Oh, okay. Alright. Need to slow down. Go out. Come in. On it. Jump. Not happy. I cannot believe that I keep doing that. Why is this so much harder than I remembered it being? I thought it was just a ground pound. Oh, I need... Okay. Slow down. Relax. Go out. They come back. Get to the edge. I missed the jump. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Jump. Get it. I lost my maneuverability because I didn't jump off. I fell off. I will get this. I'm determined now. Like, I can't just... Can't just talk about, oh yeah, I know this special trick for getting this shine sprite. Not actually show it off. I feel like I'm gonna have to include a chapter in the video just to say, hey, if you want to skip past this ridiculous cycle, you can go past it here. Okay, here's a thought. Can I activate Koops? No, cannot activate Koops in the air. Can't get Bobbery to only go that far. Doesn't do me much good to go into it. Yeah, it's gotta be the... It's gotta be this, but can't for the life of me get the timing right. So I basically have to be up against the Shine Sprite block when I do the ground pound. You've only got so much maneuverability in the air before the game says, nope, you must stick to where you were. Gotta watch the shadow better. And then I do something silly like that. I swear this was easier. It's not like this game had an update. Just back when the game, when the idea of buying the game was, yes, the game is completely finished. You do not have to get any more content. This is what it is. We're not going to be adding to it. We're not going to be changing anything. What you see is what you get. And you're going to enjoy it, because this is what you got. Sometimes I miss those. That idea that, you know, I don't have to buy any DLC. I don't have to go, or I'm not gonna, like, my favorite things aren't going to be changed at any point just because the developer's feeling like it that day. Okay, so can't fall off and ground pound. Also can't get on the stupid platform because I'm too hasty. Much too hasty. I am wasting so much time, but I feel I must be vindicated. Oh, come on. I was even on the right cycle, I just wasn't far enough over. Okay. Okay. Alright. This is so not worth it for the amount of time that I'm spending. Like, I could be so far into the I could be doing the actual chapter at this point, based on how much time I've spent doing this. I mean, it's truly ridiculous. And this is one of those chapters where you have to do quite a bit of backtracking before you can even reach the chapter itself. And I was going to talk about how annoying that is, but now I feel that I must do battle with this single Shine Sprite. Okay. Okay. Oh. Good evening. I hope you enjoy the sounds of me going insane. Because I don't think they will be the last. Okay. Alright. Can't even get there. Going to be so sick and tired of the Shine Sprite. Why am I even doing this? Anybody tell me why I'm doing this at this point? I'd like to know. Like, what human instinct is it that says, I have set myself on this course and I am just going to see it out to the end, even if it kills me. There's a part of me that wants to just restart the video and say, nope, I'm gonna cut this out. I'm not gonna include it. There's the other part of me that's thinking, why bother? Like, There's the part of me that's trying to push the ground pound button at the right moment when I am close to the Shine Sprite block. And that same part of me is also forcing, or the instinct is to push the button, and it's the same button that makes you jump. And the instinct is so good that it hits it right as I'm on the Shine Sprite block. But that just makes me jump. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh. Poor little Miho. Having to watch me go through this suffering. How you doing, buddy? I know it's just kind of your job to walk around with me and support me every now and again, but man, you've got to do the real work. I know it's possible. That's what's the most frustrating about this, is because I have done this before, and I don't feel like it took me nearly this long to achieve it last time. It's so infuriating. How did I do it? How was it done? I'm just... Hold on a second. Okay, so I just looked up how it's supposed to be done, and it would appear that it's not available the way that I'm playing the game. So you are actually supposed to be able to move in what I called the Y-axis on Miho. And I have tested it again, and I, in this method, am unable to move in the X-axis on Miho. So it is completely impossible for me to get this specific Shine Sprite early. So all of that was for naught. I will do my best to include a chapter so that people who want to can just skip past it. Because I look like even more of an idiot than I had wanted to. Like, I'm fine with looking like an idiot, but that was something else. That's about all I can say. So why don't we do the thing that I had originally intended when I had come down into this blasted sewer, and just go out to the 1,000-year door. Go say hi to that. See it in all of its shininess, and have it adjust the map for me again. Bring old Bobbery out so we can continue the trend of the new character in everything getting to do the new thing. So, or get to do the explanation after their chapter. So, hi Bobbery. I feel a fool. I feel a fool. Not even the success of this wonderful flashbang can bring me joy after the stupidity that I have just endured. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, there's... You notice that Miho, or the Yoshi, bobs a little bit in its animation as it hovers, and you can use that up against the side of that block, if I'm not mistaken, in order to knock it a little bit, but I can't move in that direction closer to the Shine Sprite block, so I just can't do it. Anyway, the location of a crystal star was recorded on your magical map. Thank you. Right, let's pop in on that professor fellow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Bobbery. Whatever. What do you gotta say, frankly? Great news, my friends! The next crystal star is in Poshley Heights! Oh, and Early is, Merlin? Merlin is outside his shop. I wonder why. Wait a tick. I've heard tell that only the rich and famous call that place home. Yes, yes, and I'm fairly sure there's also a shrine to the stars called Poshley Sanctum. No fearsome monsters or dangerous dungeons either. It's just a tourist attraction. Humph. Sounds positively scintillating, dear boy. Point us there. That's the best part. You ride on the most famous train of all, the XS Express. Yes, after a luxurious steam engine excursion, the next crystal star will be yours. Just hope that no one is going to sabotage your little vacation. Wouldn't possibly want that. Getting those crystal stars has been backbreaking work, but this time will be a cinch. Pardon me for saying so, but mustn't you have wealth or fame to ride that train? That may be true. Perhaps you should ask Don Pianta for help with this, too. You know, the guy whose daughter and her fiancé you just saw on that island? No. Terribly sorry. Impossible. Can't do it. The man's reprehensible. Well, drat. I suppose there's nothing for it. Hey, old boy? If we must, we must. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mario. Excellent. Then we're set. We may not have much time left, so you must hurry. I'll gather all the information I can. You guys just handle your end of things. I wouldn't want you to go into the sewers for half an hour and try and get a block you can't get. That would take way too long. The train might leave without you. Hey, Merlin. Oh, what impeccable timing. Yes, this was destined. When I consulted my star charts, I saw a portentous sign for you, Mario. It went thusly. In the house of the dragon that flew through the air beyond the reversible stair, near the empty black chest that cursed you, lies a clue to help your allies learn. I have no idea what it means, unfortunately, but I have no doubt of its importance as a sign for you and your friends. If you figure out this mystery, come and tell me immediately. I will do just that. Let's switch off of Bobbery for a moment and do the second part of my two-part revisit to previous territory. So, we look here, and we did the one, but look, mysterious. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zest's house in Rogueport Square. This poster is anonymous. This may be dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Yes. Do it and do it right. Okay. Gee, I wonder who could possibly want a mysterious and legendary badge. Who have we encountered so far in this game that has some irresistible thirst for badges? Also, I don't think in my entire first playthrough of this game, I even knew that the badge shop existed until I looked it up in a guidebook. Like, I just did not know that there was a walkway up here. Oh, look! Hello! Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that much I'm sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? Yep. So that is why I like to do these at the same time. Because it means that I only have to go back to Hooktail's castle once. At least for these purposes. I know that one of the other troubles has to do with finding a guy that is nearby, but unfortunately, he is only accessible, or you can only take on one trouble at a time, as they call it. So, even if I wanted to, I can't do his thing and her thing at the same time. And I believe that that just opened up the shop where you can get your stats adjusted if you ever feel so inclined. Sadly, I still can't reach that chest, even though it is in a bombable space. But that's only because I don't have the high jump ability that I will return in defeat to that other location in order to retrieve. But hey, look! A third Shine Sprite! Yay! Yay! Look, guys! I got a third Shine Sprite from the sewer. Like, I totally meant to get only 3 from the sewer this trip. That's what it was. Yup. Aren't I awesome? So yeah, back to Hooktail's castle. And for anyone who might be curious, this is the faster way to get to Hooktail's castle from the sewers, because if I took the shortcut method, it would bring me straight to Petalburg town, which is still another 3 or 4 screens away from where I am. So in this way, I'm cutting out that amount of travel time. And then I want you, because if you're careful, you can actually make it across this bridge with just your little Yoshi. And do my best to avoid as much of the flying enemies. Yeah, so much nicer to be able to come back here with some form of faster movement, because there's a lot of long hallways in this area. Hello. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. As far as I'm aware, there's no reason to break those blocks, and if anything, either they come back, which is one form of frustrating, but the other form of frustrating would be that it actually prevents you from being able to reach a star piece if you can't climb on that second block. Okay. Well, just do one of these. And then we do one of these. Well done, mijo. Yeah, this is probably for the best. Yay! 1 star point. Part of the confusion to me is why they even have you... Why go back to this specific location when you need to go find these things? Like... On the one hand, I kind of understand how it would be interesting for you to be able to go and see, oh wow, look at how much stronger I've become. These enemies that might have given me so much trouble before are just completely wiped out. That's so cool. But on the other hand, man, these enemies, wow, I missed badly. On the other hand, these enemies are so insignificant that they do literally nothing for me progression-wise. So all they do is waste time if I want to go further. Also, why have that transition? I got your lovely up arrow, but why even put in that? And what was this room for, other than to house a chest and a meaningless block? Huh. I mean, I guess it could have been part of the, like, when they would string people up, but... I don't know. It seems like it's a bit inconvenient to make a whole wall there with only that behind it. And to guard an up arrow, which becomes even stupider when you realize what it signifies when we get to actually see how it's used. Like, there's a whole lot of silly that's about to happen regarding all of that. So just keep in mind that they took this object that we now have, they put it not only behind a completely, or supposed to be completely sealed off wall, but then they did whatever was necessary in order to hide it in a paper transition in that same area, or in a room that is dedicated to its maintenance. Just have that in the back of your head when we see what it's actually used for. Ah. Why are the enemies allowed to be faster than me? Yeah, it's not worth spending the FP on them. Only 2. It's okay. Everything's fine. This will all work out in the end. Ooh, okay, fine. Thank you for actually making that even marginally worthwhile. Although really the only thing I can think of as a use for Sprite powder is to combine with other things. I think this is the right door? Is the other one's the stock room? Yeah, okay. Yay, memory! And to make it so that you have to... Like, I could kind of understand if... Let's say that Miss Mouse's... Okay, now I feel silly again. Let's say that Miss Mouse's quest was to somewhere significant, somewhere that actually would pose a challenge to the player at this stage in their progression through the game. Either the land that you were just in, or maybe the one just before that, where we don't get an interlude from Miss Mouse, so it kind of makes sense that she wouldn't be able to find, or whatever it was might actually be well enough hidden that she couldn't go and find it, which could be kind of interesting. I understand a little bit that we already did some pretty significant backtracking through both of those areas, but to have this be the backtrack, which, look at this, we've spent a long time over here trying to find whatever it is that she was deemed, or she had deemed so important, or so impossible for her to get, even though if you've understood your companions well enough going far enough into this game that you recognize that you have someone who is based off of a cloud and controls the wind. This puzzle doesn't make is very, very simple to you. I would even say that it would be cool if you could find her badge in one of those other areas that I was just talking about. So, Keelhaul Key or the Creepy Steeple area. That would be fun, that you get to go somewhere, and those enemies are still giving some experience. Maybe not a whole lot, depending on how many you fought, but these ones, which, you'd have to be a speedrunner in order to still get experience from these guys at this point in the game. At least in my opinion. So, it just feels a little silly, is what I'm getting at, that they chose this area for you to have to backtrack all the way through. And I do mean all the way through. That's one of the other frustrating parts about it, is that you have to find your way all the way back to the boss area before you can collect the prize, which the prize itself is also relatively meaningless. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second here, as I open the doors to Hooktail's chamber. And we get to the middle. Oh, something's blocking my path. I better use the wind. And what do you know? Another of those invisible panels. Yeah, that legendary badge that she was looking for, Attack FX B. So not like a power-up, a quick change, lucky start, spike tap, something that could actually be considered really or extremely useful going forward in the game. No, what we get is a modifier for your movements, and now I'm just curious myself, so let's take a look. Oh no, I can't even equip the dang thing because it's considered her reward for her trouble. So up until the point that I see her again, I can't even put it on. Now I gotta make my way, and this is one of the other issues that I have, and this mostly stems from the fact that this is... Well, no, I don't even think I can complain about it being in an era before the idea of giving you a warp out of a dungeon, because I'm fairly certain that there were Legend of Zelda games that did this very thing in the console generation before, where if you go to a boss's room, you can instantly warp out to the beginning of a dungeon. And I'm thinking of that from the perspective of if you were to go back into one of those rooms later on. Luckily, as you can see, the getting out part does go way faster because the area is so vertical, and they allow you to just jump off and skip, what was that, 6 or 7 screens of the interior? So that part of it is nice, but still, that is a lot of work for very, very little reward. Especially when you see what the other part of the reward is for this. Okay. Ah, gotta love the smell of the... What am I saying? Huh, that worked better than I expected. Okay. One last little thing that I want to do while I'm here. Because I thought about this on the way out, but I just remembered I could do it now. Hey, Bobbery. Make it easier to traverse in here, would you? Thank you. Alright. I think I got everything out of here already, so... don't know why I'm backtracking. Okay. So... now we go to do two different things. We gotta go say hi to Merlin again, because we got his up arrow. And remember what I said about that in terms of why was this specific object hidden? Alright, Merlin. Welcome to the home of Merlin, the super magician. I foresaw your arrival. So, which partner would you like me to power up? Oh, right. Shall I? Yes, power up this partner. But I forgot, you have to talk to Shazibi, him, directly. Shazubi, before you can, or you have to give him the object directly, and powering up partners is on the other side of the table. My bad. But we were going to see this animation anyway. We're out to see it a few more times. Then you may go. Alright. Here is your up arrow, Merlin. What's this? An up arrow? With 2 question marks and an exclamation point. An up arrow? With another 2 question marks and an exclamation point. Up. Of course! He flies into his attic. And remembers that he has an object. This is the Ultra Stone. So that is what the star sign meant. I picked this up at a flea market years ago and forgot it was in the attic. Someone hid an up arrow in the back of the castle that was guarded by a dragon, hid it behind 2 separate layers of intense security that can only be gotten by someone like Mario, so that I could bring it to somebody who had totally forgotten that they had picked up an object at a flea market. Excuse me? And where was it before the flea market? What power does this thing have? Or more like, how did someone so far in the past as probably close to the some redesign of the castle where they boarded up this one torture chamber wall that they needed to hide an up arrow that was so dangerous to have a reminder for someone like this that, hey, don't you remember that you bought this object so long ago at a flea market? This was a reminder of an object that had to be protected by undead Koopas and a dragon and a stone wall. And all it did was jog this guy's memory so that I could power up my partners more. What? With this, I can power up your partners even more. And that's all it was. All it changes is the fact his crystal ball is now red. We are cooking now. Let me know when you want me to power up your allies more. Merlin, I would like you to power up my partners more. Goombella first, because she is the best. Shazibi. Shazubi. Items so marvelous and powerful, it needed so many different forms of security. All it did was make it so that this guy could put 2 and 2 together. Shazibi. Shazubi. How? Who? When? Why? I mean, we know the what and the where, but every other question that applies in modern English, or, you know, question word that applies in modern English, I don't get it. I just don't. Yeah, and then I think Miho. Shazibi! Shazubi! Miho's a good one, and then I'm gonna do Bobbery again. Because I just like to have that personally. And then... new... Oh wait, no, yes, I can power up more. Why would I say no? Yes, you shall power up this partner. Shazibi! Shazubi! Alright, and then I need... It's 3 more, or 2 more for one of them, 3 for another, and then 6. Then you may go. I need 11. There are only 11 more Shine Sprites to find in this game. One of which we know exactly where it is. We know exactly where that Shine Sprite is, and oh boy, is it going to stay there until I have what is deemed the proper equipment. Oh no. Oh. I just realized that when I go back, all of those enemies will have respawned. I'm gonna be even further outside of their league when I get back because we'll have done some upgrading with the different equipment, because I'll have the last of the things I needed, or the last of the major upgrades in the game. Oh. It's just even more of a time sink. That's so sad. You know what else is sad? Don Pianta's sick. Francesca. Oh, poor boss. The big man's been sick with loneliness ever since his daughter skedaddled. Our underboss, Frankie, is gone. The boss is in shambles. What's a syndicate to do? That scruffy gang of punk thieves is stealing jobs from us left and right. Hey, but enough about us and our stupid problems, huh? What can we do for yous? What? Tickets for the ritziest train around? For the XS Express? Whoa, you want tickets for that rolling wingding? Ooh, ain't nothing we can do about that. Yeah, us giving out tickets? That's rich. You got to talk to the boss for that. Francesca. I just can't stand seeing the boss like this. If we just knew where those newlyweds was, we could take the boss to see him. Hang on. Those two Frondy folk, Frankie and Francesca, from Keelhole Key? Who's on the what now? What did you just say? Repeat that. You know where the young Miss Pianta is at? Wait. Wait a minute. Wait, I just realized his Don Pianta his family is named after their species. That's like Mario's last name being human. Or Star Child, depending on what lore you're reading. And, well, I guess Star Child could be a pretty interesting last name. Or, you know, Bobbery is Bobbery Bobomb. I really don't know why that hadn't occurred to me before. That they are named after their species. Huh. Okay. Really? No lie? I swear to you, if you're lying, I will turn you into confetti, so help me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And that's actually a great paper pun, now that I think about it as well. Huh. Yeah, never put that one together before. Well, if that's where she is, why don't you bring her back, huh? Here, huh? Be a pal. We go ourselves, but we can't leave the boss unprotected, you get me? Yeah, you bring us Miss Francesca, and we'll do what we can to get you your train tickets. We got a deal or what? Deal. See, now that's better. I knew once you understood our predicament, you couldn't refuse. Don't screw this up. You can use a word like predicament, but you can't pronounce the TH in this? Wow. Alright, so just a little bit more of what this game is famous for. Backtracking, 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 backtracking. Okay. And the even more frustrating part of it is that there is a fast travel option to Keelhaul Key, but it is gated behind the strongest hammer in that little reservoir area where the cursed Shine Sprite resides. And I can't get to it this chapter, but next chapter I absolutely could. So, you going to Keelhaul Key, amigo? Excellent. Muy bueno. To sea we go, amigo. Set sails. Destination Keelhaul Key. Do you know how to sail anywhere else? Like, could we go to the Riviera? Like, what if I wanted to go to, say, the Mushroom Kingdom? How much longer would it take us to get there instead? Like, let's just forget this whole princess business. Let Mario take over. Seems to be the only one who can get anything done around here. Although, as much as I haven't talked to Luigi, because Luigi is a really long series of stories that we don't necessarily have time for, he's been getting stuff done over in the pastry area, looking for Princess Eclair. Right, so we gotta... Yeah, they're in the next screen. I think you can ask the big purple bomb or where they are, but it's just so much easier to go talk to them this way. Oh boy. I just remembered what this cutscene is. Okay. Oh hey, it's Mario! How you been there, pal? We do something for you? What? The boss is sick! Oh, poor daddy. Oh no, and at a time like this. You see, I just dropped the wedding ring Frankie gave me around here. I can't possibly leave until I find that ring. Otherwise, something may eat it. It must be somewhere between here and that Skull Rock. Or you mean at Skull Rock. Listen for a second, my fuzzy little coconut. Shouldn't we forget about that ring for now and check on the boss? How could you say that, Frankie? That ring was the symbol of our love. We have to find it. We have to. Or maybe you just don't love me anymore. Is that it? Of course I love you, my little bacon burger. You have a lot of food references. None of your sweet talk now. You're going to have to say you love me 100 times. And she does literally mean 100 times. 100 times? If you love me, you have to say it, Frankie. Oh, come on now, babe. Of course I love you, my little short stack. Now please, let's go. No! You have to say it 99 more times, Frankie. Oh, fine, you crazy dame. I love you. 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 Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. I love you. You. I love 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 you. You. I love you. I love you. I love you. You. I love 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 you. Her. Oh. There. I said it. Oh, Frankie, baby. You're such a silly Billy. Never again. Now, my little cream puff. Let's find that ring right away. What do you say? Wow. You think these guys are gonna be alright looking for that ring on their own? Listen, Mario. We'd better play it safe and help them, don't you think? Yeah, because they're never going to find it around here. Because they lost it 3 screen transitions away. And 1 piranha plant. Maybe 2. Depending on how dodgy I'm feeling. Ooh, yeah, let's pull out the fire drive. That sounds like fun. And swap out for someone who can actually deal with the situation. Actually, Vivian might have been my better bet. Give it a moment to think. Although that piranha's dead. Oh, and I missed the second one. But they're gonna be dead too anyway. And now, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, you can kind of see what I was meaning, or what I was trying to convey when we were in the palace, and especially on that screen, or castle, not the palace, but whatever. We're still getting experience here. It's not a lot. It would never have been a lot just because I have decided to take on as many of the fights as I feel is necessary, but if Ms. Mouse had been able to say, oh boy, okay, I just remembered that I need to go and say hi to her again. But what I was getting at is if Ms. Mouse had been able to say, oh, I need to go to Keelhaul Key, but I haven't had the transportation, so why don't you go find me this strange and legendary badge there? Because the game is already going to tell us to go here more than once. At some point in the future, after her quests have become available, where we might have been able to get at least a small amount of experience over the single that every single creature in there is worth. And the only way to have the badge that says if they're not worth experience, they just explode on contact, you have to go to something like floor 70 in the Pit of 100 Trials, which is deep. Even for this part of the game, that's a bit much. Okay. Wedding ring. Ah, that's it. That's my ring. You found it. Frankie, now we can go home to Daddy. We sure can, my little cheese and cracker. Let's go. Well, so anyway, we'll be down at the dock. Hurry back, please. I have literally nothing that I would rather be doing than getting you home. So yes, there's just a couple of inconsistencies like that where, and there's going to be a good number of players that don't even realize that that quest is available at any point during this section of the game and beyond. So, okay, Mario, I think we're ready, pal. Yeah, we are. Let's go back to Rogueport. Oh, Daddy, please hang on until we get there. Return to Rogueport, amigo. Si. Bueno, we're off. Cast off, mi amigos, to Rogueport. And then the other frustrating part of this is that we have to go through this cutscene again. Like they wanted to show off that this is how you do it. I love this game. I do absolutely love this game, but there are parts of it that can be a little frustrating and questionable design decisions. We have to go see Daddy immediately. You got it, Francesca. Ooh, and I just remembered something else fun that we can do here now that we've got boat mode. Hey, Luigi. Almost completely forgot that that panel was there. And there, if I'm not mistaken, there are two things to find here. One is that chest that's peeking up from behind the crate. The other is that star piece. So what do you have for us, Mr. Crate? Ooh, HP drain. Okay. I think that lowers attack but gives you a chance to steal health on a successful action command. It's not great. The amount of health it returns is minimal compared to the loss of attack power, which so much more often than not in RPGs like this, in so many scenarios that don't necessarily mimic real life. I know this happens in D&D too, where the idea is that even an enemy at 1 health can still do full damage. So no matter what, the only good enemy is a defeated enemy. And that's true of most anything, but more specifically to the point I'm trying to make, that by losing that damage, you might have left an enemy alive, whereas by keeping it, you're going to have gotten rid of the thing that could have caused damage to you in the first place, which is more important in this grander scheme of things. So, alright, Ms. Mouse, use your stupid badge. That face, does it mean you found the badge? Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad? You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? I'll stay in my inventory, thank you. Now about that reward, let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Now let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Randy, little thing. Ms. Mouse joins your party. That's right. The other reward for this that's not the badge is the fact that you get Ms. Mouse as an ally. Press X and Ms. Mouse will sniff out any items or objects hidden nearby, which there doesn't seem to be anything in this area, dearie. Is just about her most useful quality for people who want to 100% the game, because she will allow you to go screen by screen and check to see if there was anything that you were missing and which direction it was in, but that's it. And if we go back to my thing about how the Yoshi can't move in the Y-axis, her ability, because of the nature of being paper and only having two faces, is only good in the X-axis. She cannot, for example, tell you if or how close you are vertically, so in that Y-axis, only that something exists left to right, and which direction left to right it might be. So if you've got a fairly large area that you're dealing with, you might have to go up and down a line for a while until you figure out what it is exactly that she's pointing at. And in combat, she's not great, because she can bypass an enemy's defense, but more often than not, enemies don't have enough defense for that to be worth it with her low attack power. So it's better to use someone like Bobbery or Koops, who can do a lot of single target, or Goombellas, where they can do damage over the cap, whereas she just bypasses it, so she does a flat amount of damage where they can do more in other situations. But that's for a different time. When you press X, I'll sniff around and tell you if there are any items nearby, like that chest. Yeah, there's something right near here. If there's something nearby, I'll let you know, like I did just now. And honestly, it's best to use her after you've kind of figured out where, or like you've gotten all of the obvious stuff in an area. Because maybe like there's an item block that you want to grab, but you don't have inventory space at the time, so you let it be. Well, she will lead you back to that item block every time. So I did that. Oh, right. I haven't gotten my ticket. I got so distracted by talking about Ms. Mouse that I forgot that I actually need to go and grab my ticket. Hey, buddy. The last thing I'll say about the whole Don Pianta naming thing, it's like naming yourself, instead of saying that it's Don Corleone, it's Don Italian. Daddy, 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 wake up, open your eyes, boss. So yeah, that's quite an odd thing to say. Francesca? Daddy! Boss! Oh, my little Francesca, you came back for me, and you too, Frankie. Of course we did, Daddy. As soon as we heard you were ill, we dropped everything and rushed back. Francesca, Frankie, I was wrong. I was stubborn. Old man, forgive me. I know I may regret saying this, but I want the two of yous to stay here with me. I can't bear to be away from you two crazy kids. I'm an old man now. I need peace. I guess the time has come for me to stop being so selfish and causing everyone trouble. Looks like even Don Pianta, the dawn of untimely death, can't escape the old age. The time has come, everyone. I'm gonna retire. Whoa! No, it's time. I mean it, and I want you to be my successor, Frankie. What do you say, Frankie? As of today, you are the new head of the Pianta Syndicate. What? But boss, you still got it in you? You're a spring chicken. You don't gotta do this. And, I mean, me? Boss? No, you're the one, Frankie. I've been thinking that for a long time now. You'll do just fine, kid. I got a feeling about you. A good one. I want you to take care of Francesca and the rest of the syndicate the way I did. Boss! You, Mario. Looks like you done yet another favor for me, kid. Yeah. About that, boss. Oh, this is gonna be just beautiful. I know it is. What did you guys do? Well, we kinda promised him something, boss. We told him we'd get him a ticket for the Excess Express if he brought your daughter. Whoa, ho, ho, ho! Is that all? You have me worried for a second. Come on over here, Mario. How many you want? 1, 2, 10? Help yourself. You are an extraordinarily rich man. You come back anytime you like. How about that? Well, now that I've retired, I'm gonna get out of here. Daddy! Boss! You're the boss now, Frankie. You got that? You, the boss. You do good now, Frankie. Bye, Mr. Pianta. Frankie, we've got lots of work to do. And don't worry, I'll keep you in line. Sweet Bean, come on. Knock it off with the pet name nonsense, will you? Call me Francesca. Huh? Francesca? Yes, or Miss Boss. Underboss. I mean boss. You got our loyalty. We'll be your side whenever you needed us, boss. Thank you so much, Mario, for everything. You're welcome here anytime. You're like a brother to me. You ain't bad, kiddo. Yeah. You ever think about joining up with the syndicate? It's the life, kid. I got pipes to clean. What a soap opera. Yes, yes, yes! We can go to Poshley Heights! Yes! That 6 crystal star is as good as ours! I heard that, my uglies. Uh-oh. So, the 6th crystal star is in Poshley Heights, is it? That's a rather nice piece of information. Thanks ever so. Uh-oh. Beldam's back. Hey! You're that Beldam! Normally, this would be where I finally deal with you and that homely traitor Vivian. And that is quite the insult. But something tells me that trying that alone might be unwise. So you live. For now. Instead, I'll just beat you to Poshley Heights and get that crystal star before you do. Whoa, that sounded bad. We gotta get to Poshley Heights before that witch. Let's make tracks for the Rogueport station. And that we shall. Come on, stupid email. Alright, I think I'm gonna let Goombella be our partner for this part of it. This train is bound for luxurious Poshley Heights. Will you be boarding today? Yes, I will. Wonderful. If you don't mind, please allow me to check your ticket. Watch your step, please. All aboard! All aboard! And away we go. All right. Chapter 6. 3 days of excess. And our lovely four-sided coin. Mario's room. Wow, the XS Express. This is so totally luxurious. The 3 days to Poshley Heights are just gonna fly by. Oh my gosh, I'm so psyched.
Oh.
Huh? There's something on the floor. Was that there when we arrived? Don't go to Poshley Heights. Get off the train now, or a sticky, yummy doom awaits it. What a totally weird threat! You think Beldam has anything to do with it? Well, one way or the other, the note's appearance means the culprit's on the train. Oh, I hate threats. Let's get this nut job before they try anything.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder. And please, answer honestly. Who missed this? Who got on this train and missed the fact that that was there? That is something I can absolutely see people missing out on. But the shine sprite in the corner, I just don't understand it. But, with that, I'm saving here, and we will actually begin our journey on the Access Express next time. Because I'm an idiot, and I couldn't get one stupid shine sprite for about half an hour. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. This has been fun as usual. But for now, this is Philemon, signing out.